अस्सलाम वालेकुम। इस वक्त संडे जून 10 2019 हम लोग सीएस टावर आए हुए हैं, जिसे अब विलिस टावर कहते हैं, और अभी इसकी स्काई डेक पे जाएंगे और दूसरी जगहों पे भी जाएंगे। इधर देखो भाई साहब, इधर देखो। हेलो हेलो अरमीना, अरमीना, अरमीन से कहो।
Via a ferry. 5 years ago, a major planned development was approved to be built to our right on the point that includes the construction of 3 buildings. They have finished the first and shortest of the 3. That 48-story tall apartment building coming up to our right, Wolf Point West, by BKL Architecture of Chicago. Being built there behind us is Wolf Point East by Paley Clark. Paley's going to rise to roughly 660 feet, and 2 will be rental. And dead center to our right at the peak will have been approved at 950. It's only going to be 835. I'm very disappointed. So if you all had taken this boat tour like 5 years ago, you'd have no problem seeing train tracks here to our right. Those tracks are still there. They've just been decked over with the plaza in this 52-story tall office building called River Point. The porthole openings are just fans to ventilate the diesel exhaust from inside the tunnel. On top, it's an 1.5-acre landscape public plaza. So if you have time while you're here, visit the plaza. You're elevated and gives you great views down the river. Now, here to our right, the building that draws everyone's attention, the total diva of the area. This is 150 North Riverside by Getch Partners. Now, architecture firm is headquartered right here in Chicago. The building's a pretty good example of form follows function. The site helps to dictate the shape and design of the building. Once again, here,
Armina,
a very slender piece of
Armina.
you're wedged in between the river and train tracks.
Iddhar dekho. Look here.
Been designed, the columns come straight down. On this side, that will slam along the river's edge. On the other side, into the train tracks. This is called a core-supported building. The main central concrete core takes on the weight and load of the tower. The diagonal beams have to transfer that load. Example, I hold my arm up from my body and push down on my hand, it's going to fall right to my thigh. If there's a bar from my palm to my waist, you can't push down. Same general concept with the diagonals. Both restaurants, when open, are accessible to the public. Some conference and meeting rooms for the office tenants. 1.5-acre landscape public plaza. I'll tell you more about the building on the return. So normally I don't like to flip back and forth between different sides of the river. In this gap, I do. So here to our left, a bit more than a year ago, was a 5-story utilitarian building from the late 1950s by Graham Anderson, Probst and White. A few years ago, the old building and land below it were bought by the Howard Hughes Corporation out of Texas. Last spring, old building came down. Going up is this 56-story tall office building, 110 North Wacker by Getch Partners. Same firm who did the Beagle with the very cool base. Building here to our left will also have a pretty dynamic base with those trident-like columns. And to kind of flip the script to see how things will look once everything is said and done. This will be the tallest office building built in Chicago over the past 30 years, rising to a height of 820. They still have almost 2 more years of construction. They're already halfway leased up. Bank of America is going to take more than 500,000 square feet of space in the building's naming rights, so we'll become the Bank of America Tower. Here to our left, gonna have the Civic Opera Building by Graham Anderson, Probst and White. Art Deco. Looks like a giant chair or a throne. You have the seat portion of the theater and stage, the wings of the building of the armrest, the tower your backrest. Now, of course, they did not misspell building, that's Latin. Chiseled here in my lifetime. With the blank wall 18 years ago, there was some minor consideration about perhaps showing movies on the wall to watch a park from the plaza across the way. Nothing materialized. Originally, they used river water to raise and lower the stage inside. You have the carvings here, and more carvings above is comedy and tragedy. What's tragic, that $20 million building opened up November 4th, 1929. A few days into the stock market crash, leading to the Great Depression, Civic Opera went bankrupt soon after. It's now home to the Lyric Opera, very successful. back to the right. So around here, you can clearly see below the buildings to our right, not to the basements, the train tracks. All the buildings here to our right along the river are built atop air rights. That means the developers bought the air above the train tracks from the railroad companies to build and develop buildings above that space. Very common in big cities. You live in or ever go to New York City, you're going down Park Avenue or Madison towards Grand Central, all those buildings are on air rights. We just passed Gateway Phase of 96. This is headquarters to Leo Burnett. The advertising firm has given us all icons like Tony the Tiger, Valley Green Giant. And for the adults, if you all have time, check out the laundry, sit down, sit back, relax, and relax for two. The total room's a straight wall. It's nice, the flush gets the sidewalk, that building is set back, the place for the disconnects and we're going to fall in love with that green terracotta and gold leaf plat building 2 blocks in front of us on the right. That is real gold leaf on top. The Carbide and Carbon building from 1928 by the Burnham Brothers. The sons, the city architect Daniel Burnham. There's rumor that and we're definitely here to our right. 10 buildings in the corner, dome on top. Some may recognize it from France Corner Street, originally called the Jewelers Building, was completed back in 1926, the house of large jewelry firms. That dome on top, late 30s, early 40s, was a restaurant and bar called the Stratosphere. It's also rumored when the building first opened, there was a speakeasy in that dome, often visited by Al Capone. The Al Capone part is a rumor, there's a rumor that I spread.
एक सेकंड
Evidence of this new philosophy throughout the city. A renaissance in American architecture was underway, and Chicago was a shining star. In 1955, another genius surfaced in Chicago. His name was Fazlur Khan. They called him the Einstein of structural engineering. He was inventing new ways to create buildings taller than anyone had dreamed. Khan took a job with the prestigious firm of Skidmore, Owings & Merrill, and was soon partnered with Bruce Graham, one of Chicago's most respected architects. By the 60s, the team was designing buildings throughout the city, and thanks to structural innovations by Fazlur, some of them were actually starting to live up to the name skyscraper. But their best was yet to come. By the middle of the decade, change was sweeping America. New ways of thinking meant new tastes and styles. And if America wanted something, Sears, Roebuck & Company always seemed to have it. 4 sizes and 3 colors.
60 seconds.
I bet you
It's gonna fall. Our ears are gonna pop.
You're on your way to the top of the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. Along the way, you can watch as we pass by some of the tallest buildings, monuments, and structures in the world. You're riding this 1,450 foot monorail, one of the tallest.
I know how to play
Your trip is
ओए फ्लोर से वो कैसे जा रहे हैं
कितना
feet हो रहा है?
Are you okay, Aida? Aida, are you okay?
Sit down.
Are you okay?
The west antenna reaches.
Arvind?
Aida, are you okay? Get away! Aida, are you okay?
62 floor.
Aida, भी नहीं पहुंचे। आए। Aida, are you okay? पहुंचे कितने हैं?
Thank you.
Are you okay?
If you have
No, that's right.
clap your hands.
He's on the 83rd floor, but he's on the 80th floor. भाई जो भी रिकॉर्ड कर रहा है।
He's telling us what size we're at.
1,200
हमारे तो हमारे
Come, Papa.
हाँ कोई अभी तो बंद हुआ है।
103
Oh, my ear popped.
I know how to do that.
हमारी भी हालत
My ear
सबकी
popped.
शादी
What does it mean?
My ear popped.
हमारी हालत नहीं दिखा
My ear popped.
चेहरा फा
Glass. I was like,
अलीजा
ये दिखा
ओए
CN टावर का ग्लास का एलिवेटर था
मेरे बहुत पुराना है ना, यहाँ तो फखर हो गया फजल रहमान। ओए ओए ओए। और आप लोग पूछ रहे थे
इतनी बड़ी बड़ी बिल्डिंग्स
प्रॉब्लली।
सुनो सीमा, जो हम सीएन टावर गए थे ना, उसका जो फ्रंट डोर था ना वो ग्लास का था और हम यूं देख रहे थे जाते हुए, राइट? रिमेम्बर?
Can you give me one? If I lend you mine? Mom.
We'll get the quarters. I don't know where they went.
चलो तो चलें, देख रहे हैं ये तो खड़े हैं।
Honestly, let us all see.
Armin, turn around, look at me. Aliza.
Yeah, there's a huge line. There's another side too.
अभी से लाइन में लगेंगे तो फिर बात है। चलो। There's the line over here too. इधर भी आके कह रहे हैं। आ जाओ।
Yes. Let's go.
सारी पढ़ाई करनी है। We still haven't tried Chicago pizza. We still haven't tried
Wait.
Aida, let's go. Aida.
Mom, it worked.
Aida.
Wait. Why isn't it working? Wait, I'm trying to see if it worked. Alright, wait. Oh, it's working. Mom, it's working. Wait, I'm looking. Lisa, wait. I'm trying to.
1 second.
Right, here. Here you go, Lisa. I'm joking, sorry. Use it quick.
हाँ अरमीन बता कैसा? हाँ? क्या हुआ? तुम डरी भी हो? अरे गाड़ियाँ देखो कितनी छोटी लग रही है। ओए नीचे देखो अरमीन। Look downstairs. ओए ओए।
Wow, Mama, you should see the view. Papa, come here.
ओए 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 ओए।
No, nothing's gonna happen.
Sure, yeah, it's hot.
कितनी अच्छी वीडियो बन रही है ना।
सीमा हट जाना जल्दी से। सीमा अगर तस्वीर ले लिए तो हट जाओ। भाई तो टिकना मुश्किल है लोगों का।
देखो पकड़ वीडियो बन रही है नीचे गाड़ियाँ नजर आ रही हैं।
उनको बच्चों को दिखाएं।
Or the group.
We'll split it into 20 seconds. 20 seconds, like, full camera.
Yeah, so 3 of them 60 seconds, and then the other half is when you go on.
Okay, then take a picture.
तुम्हें जाना है?
हाँ टुगेदर चले जाओ।
So right now,
Yeah, already. We already got it.
अलीसा तुम चला जाओ वरना आपको नीचे छोड़ देना अगर।
Hurry up, Priya.
अरमीन अरमीन
Now go अरमीन। अरमीना।
Wait for them. Now give him.
we'll take this picture first, and then you'll take your picture.
Lisa's not scared?
No.
Already trying to step as far back as you
Only
can.
do it when they're in a good
ऐसे ऊपर करके लो ना ताकि उनको नीचे का
Look right up at that
देखा?
camera.
So show it.
Now do it.
2, 1.
थोड़ा सा से नीचे का भी है. Like you need to take it to glass. ठहरो. Hey, ठहरो. 1, 2.
Can I have you all step off for 1 second? Right here on the wall for me, please.
Saloni, are you recording or? Yes.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज ट्यूसडे है जून 10, 2019, बल्कि जून 11, 2019 है। इस वक्त बज रहे हैं दोपहर के 3:30 PM। हम लोग शिकागो डाउनटाउन आए हुए हैं और इस वक्त उसमें मिलेनियम पार्क में हैं और ये बड़ा अच्छा पीस ऑफ आर्किटेक्चर है। इसका नाम है द बीन और ये सिंगल पीस ऑफ आई डोंट नो व्हाट पर्टिकुलर मटेरियल, लेकिन ये बहुत गॉर्जियस चीज़ है। मिलेनियम पार्क के अंदर कई चीज़ें हैं, एक तो ये है, दूसरा उस तरफ गार्डन है, इस तरफ पूरा एक ऑर्केस्ट्रा है जो शाम को 6:30 PM पे परफॉर्म करेगा, एम्फी थिएटर सा है, और उस तरफ वो है बच्चों का किड्स गार्डन और राइड वगैरह अक्रॉस दैट। तो एरम अलीजा, अरे इरम, अरमीन इधर आओ। गुड जॉब। अच्छा, अब तो मेरे पास आओ अरमीन, और ये वीडियो बन रही है, एंड कीप मेकिंग इट। नहीं खड़े रहो। अब एक तस्वीर से जो ऊपर बटन दबा के स्टॉप बटन नजर आया, बटन टॉप पे। हो गया क्योंकि हुआ आप लोगों को तस्वीर खिंचवानी है अफजाल साहब। Chicago downtown, June 11, Tuesday, 2019, 3:35 PM. Millennium Park. Tuesday, June 11, 4:35 PM. We are about to go and view the 360 Chicago 360 Observatory on the 95th floor of the John Hancock building, on top of this black building, and then we'll come down, walk across the street, and go to the water tower. This mall. There is a mall inside this water tower building in Chicago downtown. See you. Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Just to let you know, I'm very sorry.
आज जून 13 है, Thursday, 2019. Time is about 1:30 PM. हम लोग गैटलिनबर्ग आए हुए हैं Day 1 अफजाल साहब की फैमिली के साथ। ये उनकी बच्चियां हैं। अब हम लोग इस चेयर लिफ्ट पे जा रहे हैं और चेयर लिफ्ट काफ़ी ऊंचाई पे लेके जाती है। बहुत ऊंचाई तक लेके जाएगी।
All the way up. Mama, are you sure you're not gonna get scared? I think that's
सही कर आ जाओ इधर। शेरा फख
फोन गिर जाएगा आपका।
Put your phone away. Papa, put your phone away. You don't even have a good grip, Papa.
मैं तो उनको बाधा करूँ।
Papa, you are gonna drop your phone and crack it. And I'm not gonna be responsible for that. And waste your money for you.
अरमीना
नहीं उनको तंग मत करे, बैठा रहने दे भाई।
अरमीना ने अच्छा पजामा पहना हुआ है, साली चिकनी।
We are going down.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। June 13, 2019, 6:05 PM, Gatlinburg, Tennessee। अभी हम लोग इस चेयर लिफ्ट से आए हैं ऊपर और आप देखिए हम कितनी ऊंचाई पे हैं, पहाड़ों का सिलसिला। अलीजा, अलीजा इधर देखो बेटा, इधर देखो। ब्रिज भी है। तुम लेना है ना। अच्छा इधर आओ, तुम इधर आओ। और तस्वीर भी कैसे ऊपर बटन होगा। हो गया तुम्हारी फीस। अच्छा June 13, Thursday 2019, 6:30 PM, Tennessee, Gatlinburg, and I am on a bridge, suspended bridge which is shaking, swinging.
Stop jumping.
Look down. I don't want to look down.
Over this way. Look down. You can see everything. Come on, Claire. You got it, baby.
picture of everybody. Ain't neither one of you had nothing. Guess I thought it would be.
Okay, so now we have the glass bottle.
Run across there now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ready?
Mommy and you are going to go.
Oh, hold on. All right, we're gonna.
Down here.
Okay. 2 minutes already, still not cars.
Çok sağlam.